And what's going on, y'all? What's going on? What is going on? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for another review of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 16. What is going on, y'all? I hope you guys have had a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What is going on, y'all? Now, y'all know, before we get into anything, y'all know I got to let y'all know what we got coming up. Now, tomorrow will be my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review. It will be pre-recorded, so be on the lookout for that. But also on tomorrow is the Whether You Like It or Not Beverly Hills panel, and y'all will be hosting it. But I won't be there because me, T, and Josiah have roast review to do tomorrow because we have an interview. Really, B won't be there either because she has something going on, and Sakina won't be there. So the only people that will be there on tomorrow will be y'all, JV Says What, and Bill Perspective. Y'all's gonna hold it down for me, Really B, and Sakina when we're not in the presence. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And then also on tomorrow, be sure to tune in for a roaster review. We have a big interview scheduled tomorrow with Latrice Rogers of Bell Collective. We're gonna ask all the questions that you guys need us to answer. We're gonna get all the answers that y'all want, and we're gonna see what is the future of Bell Collective. We have a whole lot to ask her, and she has a whole lot to answer too. Then on Thursday, we have the Chase and Panel podcast. We love the fact that you guys gave us a great response to that panel. We actually had a great time, and we cannot wait to come back again on Thursday to give you guys more hot topics, more conversation. So make sure you guys tune in on Thursday at 8:15. Okay, and then that's about it for the week because Bell Collective is over. We ain't got nothing to talk about on Friday. So I'm going to find something to put in this place. Probably going to do a bunch of Yes for the Mess videos if they are needed, okay? But also, I want to let you guys know this. Your boy is nominated for the 5th time for a Boss Babe Award. As you all know, I won 2 Boss Babe Awards already. I won 2 in 2023. I won for YouTuber of the Year, and I won for Podcast of the Year with Jamar84. Last year, I was nominated for the same 2 awards, but I didn't win. But this year, I'm nominated for Boss Babe Content Creator of the Year. This is my long nomination. That's the only one that I got this year. We start voting on February the 1st. You guys have to vote all month on February the 1st, starting February the 1st, and it ends on March the 1st. So once it's time, once they give us a link and all of that stuff, I will have you guys vote and all that stuff. The Scotty Gang got to come through. All right. So with that being said, that's pretty much all that we got. So we're going to go ahead and get into my review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now, let me let y'all know. I don't know what it is about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but it brings back that 2013 Scotty, okay? Because y'all really, really, really enjoyed my review last week on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But we here again. We here one more time. And I'm going to give y'all the laughs, the reads, and the dramatics, and every damn thing else that y'all got last week. Trust and believe me. Now, before we get into it, y'all know how I do. I got my notes right here on my phone, and we have quite a bit of things to discuss today. You see all that? I got a lot to talk about tonight. We got 48 people up in here. Y'all already know that the goal is to hit 100 people with every fucking live. All right, y'all already know that. If y'all haven't shared the video, go ahead and do so. So with that being said, that's pretty much all. So let's go ahead and get into the review. Now, we pick up where we left off last week with Scrappy and Chaotic getting into it at the dinner. Now, what I don't like is this. When Bambi took Scrappy outside, she out here trying to calm Scrappy down, which I don't have a problem with her going out there trying to calm Scrappy down. Ain't nothing wrong with her trying to do that. But my problem is she talking about, I see him antagonizing you. I see him antagonizing you. He ain't really got much to lose. You got a lot more to lose than what he does. Bambi, are you dumb? Bambi, are you drunk? Bambi, are you hungry? Bambi, are you stupid? Because are we seeing the exact same thing? Because when I'm watching the show, what I'm seeing is Scrappy with his horse mouth ass sitting up here trying to fight Chaotic. If anything, Scrappy started it with him. Chaotic was sitting there cool as a motherfucking cucumber before Scrappy brought his bitch ass over there trying to fight because he cannot communicate effectively. What he got to do is get up and try to fight somebody. I want to put them paws on him. I want to put them paws on him. I want to put them paws on him. That's the only thing that he knows how to do. That's the only form of communication that he has is to try to fight somebody. So I'm looking at Bambi and I'm like, girl, you're college educated. Do you not know what the fuck antagonizing means? Because if you don't know what the fuck, if you know what the fuck antagonizing means, then your stupid ass wouldn't be sitting up here trying to accuse Chaotic of antagonizing Scrappy, because we all know that wasn't the damn case. So what the fuck are you talking about? Scrappy started that shit. He created that damn energy, and that's what it was. Did Chaotic throw a drink on Scrappy? Did Chaotic try to hop over a table and get the Scrappy? Absolutely not. Scrappy was the one who did that to Chaotic. Scrappy was the one trying to get physical. Scrappy was the one who doesn't know how to maturely communicate his feelings, but instead he want to sit up here and try to fight somebody. But you want to sit up here and not hold his ass accountable. But yeah, you talking about Mama D never held him accountable, but here you are not holding him accountable for the shit that he did. Everybody sees that Scrappy is the motherfucking problem, so why the fuck you can't see it? Child, Bambi got on my goddamn nerves so bad with that. Talking about, I see him antagonizing you. I see him antagonizing you. But girl, you blind. Because I didn't see no antagonistic behaviors in that situation. If anybody's antagonizing somebody, it's motherfucking Scrappy. But like I said, for you to be so college educated, your dumb ass don't know the meaning of antagonizing. But okay, girl, whatever. Moving on. So Chaotic said, look, I'm finna go. I'm not finna deal with this shit. I'm not finna sit here and get attacked by Scrappy. I'm not finna sit up here and argue with Scrappy. I'm not finna do none of that shit. So I'm about to go. Like, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. And to be honest, everybody feels like Chaotic shouldn't leave. They need to sit there and talk. But this is what I don't like. Stop forcing conversations where they don't need to be forced. At the end of the day, Chaotic is the only one that's communicating like an adult. Scrappy want to fight like he's still back with Lil Jon and East Side Boys. And that's been many, many moons ago. You need to learn how to communicate and grow the fuck up, which is why a lot of your relationships and your marriage has all ended the way that they have, because you a bitch ass nigga who don't know how to communicate your feelings. Instead, you act like an emotional ass little bitch and you don't know how to talk about shit. So instead, you want to run up and put your hands on somebody. Like, grow the fuck up. And the thing about it is, no one holds you accountable for the bullshit that you do, starting with your mama. Mama D has never held you accountable. All she's ever done was uphold you in your bullshit. That's all she's ever done. Erica Dixon has never held you accountable for anything. Whenever you was on some fugazi ass shit, she always blamed the next person for your shit. Not to mention, okay, who else never held you accountable? Bambi never held you accountable. Shay Johnson never held you accountable. None of these motherfuckers ever held. Nobody in your life has ever held you accountable for anything. They always allowed you to do whatever the fuck you wanted to do. And that's some motherfucking bullshit. You dumb as hell, you stupid as hell, and that's why you're not successful at this particular point. That's why you sing your ass on Love and Hip Hop, because that's the only means of income that you got, because you ain't going on nobody's tours. You're not putting out nobody's albums. Ain't nobody buying shit that you put out. So shut the fuck up. You gotta rely on these Love and Hip Hop antics, because you ain't got a motherfucking thing going on outside of this goddamn show. So shut the fuck up, get this damn 5-cent check that you getting, and grow the fuck up, because I'm over the bullshit. Anyway, moving on. Amy says, we don't need to ratchet it up. We don't need to ratchet it up in London. We need to just come here, do what we came here to do, and move forward. But we can't move forward if y'all are constantly forcing conversations with folks that don't want to have no conversation. Scrappy and Chaotic don't want to have no conversation. Chaotic is willing to have a conversation, but he's not willing to be disrespected by the likes of Scrappy. And why would he want to be disrespected by Scrappy? Y'all know Scrappy wrong, so why y'all not holding him accountable for his actions? That is the goddamn problem that we got in this bitch. Nobody wants to hold this bitch ass nigga accountable for anything. You even got Bambi, who he has treated like trash since they've been divorced, but she talking about Chaotic was the one that was antagonizing him and creating the drama. Stupid ass fuck. Okay, stupid as fuck. I've never seen nothing like it. But you know, the horse teeth, baby mama, baby daddy, Scrappy and Bambi on that bullshit, okay? And it is what it is. Moving on. So we get Yandy and Bendices. They're in Chicago. I would prefer them be in New York because that's where the fuck they belong and not on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but whatever. They're in Chicago, and man, DC is saying, oh, Chicago feels like New York. Does it feel like New York? Well, take y'all asses back there. We don't want you here in ATL. We don't want you here. Anyway, and DC says that he's never been around a lot of politicians at one time. This is very new for him. He's from the streets, whatever. Yandy and Mendici, they doing this damn political storyline that don't nobody give a fuck about because no one believes them. Anyway, moving on. Yandy says that Kendra texted her about what happened with Jock, and then Mendici was basically saying that Jock had an issue with this person texting Kendra's phone from the past. He didn't like that, and he feels like Mendici, he feels like Jock got a right to be mad, but Yandy says that she doesn't agree with Mendici, but when Yandy doesn't agree with Mendici gonna say some shit like, well, we need to stay out of their business. We need to just stay out of it. Now you want to stay out of it because Yandy doesn't agree with what the fuck you saying. Jock does not have a right to be mad. And you want to know why he ain't got no right to be mad? Because this motherfucker done countless amounts of shit to Kendra, and Kendra has always taken him back and like a fucking idiot and always screamed to the top of her lungs and never left him. So he want to throw out the word divorce because somebody's sending her hard eyes, but he done fuck motherfuckers, got babies with other motherfuckers and shit like that. But this is all that Kendra had to do for him to scream out divorce. Then DC, shut your motherfucking ass up. Y'all, see, let me tell y'all something. The men gonna always stick together, even when they wrong. That's all that is. And Jock does not deserve no type of sympathy or anything like that. Because for Mendici to say that Jock had every right to be upset or Jock had every right to be mad, that is very asinine and very ridiculous to me. Because like I said, he done tons of shit to Kendra and have gotten away with it. Like Kendra allowed him to get away with the bullshit that he was motherfucking doing. So can't nobody tell me nothing. Okay, I don't want to hear nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Jock can do whatever the fuck he want to do, but a nigga gonna send Kendra some hard eyes and now he pissed off about it. Get the fuck out my face. Like, please get the fuck out my face. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. What else is good? So we get into Zane and Chaotic, right? So Chaotic is outside with his suitcase. He finna go to the airport. Chaotic said he finna leave. Like, I ain't got time for this shit. Like, I'm not finna be sitting up here. Like, he said, I would love to stay here and perform for Spice and do what we came here to do, but I don't want to be on stage performing and I get attacked. Like, I ain't got time for none of this shit. And to be honest, I don't blame Chaotic. It's all about protecting your goddamn peace. And sometimes people just don't understand what it's like to try to protect your peace. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be around a bunch of motherfuckers that don't like me. I don't want to be around a bunch of motherfuckers that want to make me their problem. I don't want to be around a bunch of motherfuckers that want to make me their enemy and all this other shit. Like, I don't want to be around people like that. I'm all about peace and all that other shit. So therefore, if I can get me some peace, then I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to make sure that I make the right decision for me. That's all that is. I'm going to make the right decision for my own goddamn self. Honestly, that's what I'm going to do. Because Scrappy don't want to do anything but sit around and play games and want to attack motherfuckers. That's all the fuck he wants to do. So ain't nobody got time for that bullshit. And that's just what it is. So I don't mind Chaotic getting ready to leave. Chaotic said, this man was my brother and Scrappy needs to grow the fuck up because at the end of the day, he keep coming at me. I got receipts on Scrappy. I got stuff on him that could really ruin him. But I ain't sat up here and said none of that shit because I still rock with Scrappy and I still care for Scrappy. So therefore, I ain't said nothing. But I got a lot of stuff on him that can ruin him. And then Zane sitting up here like, are you serious right now? Chaotic say he got shit on Scrappy that he can blow him up with. I don't know how I feel about that. How you feel about it is to stay the fuck up out of it, Zane. Because I see you for who you are. I've been dragging you since you've been on this show, but bitch, I see you. And I got a whole lot to say about your young man, old man looking ass the rest of this review. Trust and believe me, I got so much to say about your graham cracker skin ass. I have a whole lot to say about your motherfucking ass, okay? Now, here's the thing. I want to know what the fuck Chaotic got on Scrappy. I want to know what secret Scrappy been holding. I want to know what he been hiding from every goddamn body. That's all I want to know. I want to know all of that bullshit because for Chaotic to put this shit out here, I want to know how hard it's going to ruin him. That's what I want to know. So please let the people know, let the congregation know what's really going on. But let me tell y'all something else about Zane that I don't appreciate. Why the fuck does this graham cracker skin bitch think that he got a whole bunch of fans? This ain't 2000. This ain't 2000. And even back then, you didn't have a whole lot of fans, bitch. So what the fuck you talking about? You came and motherfucking went. I don't know why y'all get on Love and Hip Hop and think that y'all big and bad and y'all was these big ass artists in the past, but bitch, you came and you motherfucking went. We first heard your ass in 99 when you did that song with 112, We Can Do It Anywhere. That was the first time we heard your dumb ass. Then the next song that you had out was the song by yourself. You had another song with 112 on your album called Calling Me. Then you had that song, I Just Wanna Have Some Fun Tonight. Sorry, baby, but you ain't getting none tonight. Baby, can you make me feel like I'm the one tonight? Give me some tonight. Sorry, you ain't getting none tonight. You had that song. Then the last song your ass dropped that was on 106 in Park was the song Hardball. It was you, Lil Bow Wow, and Sammy on it, and Lil Wayne on that song for the Hardball soundtrack. That's the last big hit that you fucking had. You tried to come out in 2003 with a song called Tonight I'm Yours with Tank, and nobody bought it. Nobody voted for it on 106 in Park. Nobody gave a fuck about it. Not one radio station played the motherfucking song, and you sitting up here acting like you got so many goddamn fans, bitch. What? You ain't had no fans since 2001. We ain't cared about you since I was in the 7th grade, bitch. What the fuck is you talking about? I'm telling you, y'all are delusional. Ain't nobody talking about Lil Zane. Ain't nobody talking about you, bitch. Ain't nobody talking about you. Talking about something. The guys don't buy my records. The women do. Bitch, nobody buys your fucking records. What are you talking about? And what records are you referring to? Because you ain't had no album out since 2000. That was 25 years ago. My brother gonna be 25 in June, bitch. When you came out with your first album, my mama was pregnant with my brother, bitch. So what the fuck is you talking about? I'm just, ooh, child, ooh, girl. I'm sorry to be going in this way. I'm sorry. Am I? No, not really. Anyway, so, hold on, y'all. Let me see. Okay. So, moving on. What's next? Moving on. So now we're at this it looks like a polo event, but Spice said that it's like an African gala or whatever. That's pretty much what it is. It's like an African gala. And while they're there, Bambi told Scrappy that Chaotic left. And Scrappy was like, well, I didn't want him to leave. Like, I don't think he should have left. Why you didn't want him to leave, Scrappy? Why you didn't want him to leave? Because you knew that was going to be your storyline? Is that why you didn't want him to leave? Is that why you didn't want him to leave? Because you knew that it was going to be a storyline for you and that you wanted to constantly attack this man in every damn scene that you in. Why the fuck you want him to stay so bad? Tell me why. Why you want to stay? Why you want him to stay so bad? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He talking about something. he need to switch his vocabulary and watch his damn mouth. That's the reason why we can't get along. Who the fuck are you to tell me to watch my mouth and watch my damn vocabulary? What you need to do with your vocabulary is upgrade yours. All this biz naive and fizz naive and bitch naive and whole naive, all these naives that you've been doing for the last 10 years. You need to upgrade your shit because don't nobody give a fuck about what you talking about. Like, child, Scrappy is something serious. Anyway, so I think this is the scene with Amy, Carly, and Zane, right? So they're riding through London, and Amy says she feels like it's something deeper with Scrappy and Chaotic. That's how she feels. She thinks that it's something way deeper going on because it's not just about no YouTube shit. It's not just about some YouTube money. She feels like it's way deeper than what they're portraying it to be, and I agree. So then Carly brings up Scrappy denying that he ever dated Amy. And Amy says, I'm so tired of people trying to play with me. I'm so tired of people trying to, downgrade me, downplay me. I'm finna pull out the receipts. But Amy, you look stupid as a motherfucker because you caused all that trouble all last season trying to fuck Scrappy, trying to get up underneath Bambi's skin as if she gave a fuck about you fucking him. And now he's downplaying you. And now you all in your feelings about it. But that's what the fuck you get, thinking that you using somebody to get back at somebody else when the person that you used your ass up and blocked your ass. And now he's saying he never was fucking with you on that level like that. How dumb do you feel and how stupid do you look? I can tell you. Shut the fuck up, Amy. Anyway, moving on. Let me see. Amy shows the messages to Zane and Carly. And then that's when Zane tells Amy and Carly that Chaotic said that he got some stuff on Scrappy that can ruin him. And Carly was like, well, I've been knowing the tea about Scrappy anyway, so I ain't really got nothing to say about it. I already knew what the tea was. I've been knowing what the tea is, and I ain't telling y'all what I know. So I already know some shit on Scrappy. Okay, so if you know something about Scrappy, Carly, then why won't you just put it on the table? See, that's the thing with y'all. Y'all love to sit around here, gossip, talk shit, and don't even want to tell nobody what the fuck y'all know or what the fuck y'all got. We want to know what it is. We want to know what's going on, honey. What is the real tea and what is going on? Like, are y'all gonna tell us or what? Because what's really the tea about this situation? Because that's what the fuck I want to know. What is going on? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell going on in this situation? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, moving on. Zane says that he loves Ashley. And then Carly said, do you not know how shocked I was when I found out that Zane was married to Ashley? Because Zane be outside. And then Zane was like, I'm a rock star. Guys don't buy my records. I got to make sure the ladies feel good and are happy and have smiles on their face because they're the ones that buy my records. And once again, ain't nobody buying your records, man. Ain't nobody coming to see you. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Zane. What the fuck are you talking about? The guys don't buy my records. Bitch, no one buys them. What are you talking about? When's the last time you even sold a damn record? Are you insane? Are you insane? When was the last time you sold a motherfucking record? That's what I'm trying to understand. When was the last time you sold a record? And when was the last time anybody thought of you as an important figure in the music industry? Because in my opinion, you ain't never been no important figure in the music industry. So what gives? What the fuck are you talking about, Zane? Ain't nobody checking for you. What the fuck is you talking about, Zane? Ain't nobody looking for you. I'm trying to understand what records you selling and what records did you put out for people to want to buy. Nobody even know you like that. Like I had to remind, I remember when I first started reviewing this show last season and you was on here and people was like, I don't even know Zane. Like, where is Zane even coming from? I don't even know him. I never even heard of his music before. And I'm like, so y'all ain't never heard of Zane's music before at all? And they was like, no. And I'm like, oh my God, they never have heard of the music. They never heard of the music. I had to remind them, bitch, of what type of music you put out and what songs that you had. And I had to remind them, bitch. And look, they did not remember you, okay, in the least bit. So get the fuck out of here. They did not remember you. Don't nobody give a fuck about you. You are weird. Ain't nobody coming to see you. You're not memorable. Ain't nobody coming to see you. So then that's when Amy says, I feel like Zayn is trying to relive his 2000s era when he needs to grow up. I'm glad you said it, Amy. At least you got some sense to know that, because he is trying to relive his 2000s era and it ain't working. It's just not working, and you need to quit it while you fucking ahead. All I'm saying. Like, because the 2000s been over with and you ain't been a factor since then. And once again, you wasn't even a factor then. So what the fuck are you talking about? Y'all, I'm over Zayn, and I know it seems like I've been cussing everybody out this whole review, and I hope I'm not turning none of y'all off, but I told y'all, we going back to the old Scotty in 2025. I keep on telling y'all that, and Love and Hip Hop is the perfect review to take y'all back there. I'm just telling y'all right now. I hate that, but I ain't did this much cussing in no review in a mighty long time, okay? Get right. So moving on, we're going to Erica Banks' album release party. Let me tell y'all this. I'm not one to body shame nobody. I don't really like to body shame nobody. I don't. You might crack a little bit of jokes and shit like that, but I really don't like to body shame nobody. But why did Erica Banks go and get more ass put in her? Like when you first got your BBL, it did not look bad. It didn't look bad at all. But now that you added more to your ass, it looks like it hurts for you to walk. Like, why do you got all this shit up in you? Like, do y'all ever realize how y'all gonna look when y'all about 60? Y'all gonna be walking around with saggy big asses and shit like that at the age of 60 and ain't gonna know or remember what to do with it. I'm just saying, y'all gonna be walking around with big old asses and big old dicks and not remember what to do with them at the age of 60. That's all I'm saying. Why in the hell why are y'all doing that? And I be trying not to say nothing, because I got my teeth done. But my thing about it is that's different. Teeth are necessary. Ass is not necessary, baby. It's not necessary. And you didn't really need all that. But I'm a man, so you know how they feel about men talking about women's bodies. So I'm not going to tell no woman what to do with her body. But I just don't think that she needed all that, because she's like a complete penguin now that she got all that ass put in her. But whatever. Rashida says that she doesn't think that it's weird that Erica Banks and Jasmine are friends, because they have a lot in common. The same reason why we're not surprised that you and Yandy are friends, because both of you hoes got something in common too. Both of y'all are stupid. Saucy Santana says that he's indecisive about his love life. He has a whole lot of men and he don't know what to choose from. I'm trying to understand, why in the fuck is Saucy getting all these men, and a lot of the times I can't even keep one or maintain one? Why the fuck is Saucy? How is he able to have all these men? Is it the BBL? Do I need to go get me a big ass too? Like, what the fuck? Not that I'm having issues with no men right now. You know, I'm just saying, not that I'm having any issues with men, but goddamn, I'm just saying, like, it seemed like Saucy got the sauce and he keeps the men flocking to him. And I'm just trying to understand why. Am I ugly or something? I'm just saying, but you know, whatever. I'm just saying. Zell, he says that he hasn't talked to Zell since the stuff with Rennie Rucci's baby shower or whatever, but you know, he really ain't got no time. Let me see. So then Georgia Prune says that she just wants peace. Well, Georgia Prune, if you want peace, go apologize to K. Michelle then, if you want some motherfucking peace with your baggy-eyed ass. Fuck you. Anyway, moving on. So then Erica brings up the Yandy Mendices and Erica Racine mess. And she says she's cool with Jasmine, but even after everything that went down, she's still team Yandy and she's team Jasmine. So she, you know, she's on both sides of the situation. She really ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So then Georgia Prune says, well, at the end of the day, when it comes down to some mess and Jasmine's around, I'm never surprised about her being no mess. Just like we're never surprised that you take Kirk back. Just like we're never surprised that you don't like Jasmine's child. Just like we're never surprised when you take the man's side all the time. Just like we're never surprised when we see you give bad advice to these girls on the show to stay with their toxic ass men, because you did the same thing. Just like we were never surprised that you never made it as a female rapper. Like, that's why we were never surprised that Marry Me and Legs to the Moon will never hit records. Just like we were never surprised that Bubblegum is the only song that anybody knows and it's only played in movies, and that's the only reason why we know it. That's why we're never surprised that you had to stop rapping and go sell clothes, because it's the only thing that you're worth is selling clothes, because that's the only thing that you can do is dress, because you can't rap, you can't make great decisions. So of course you're going to go to the clothes. That's why we're not surprised that you open up a bistro. Hopefully you know how to cook. That's why we're not surprised that you're a failure. That's why we're never surprised that you're still with Kirk. That's why we're never surprised that you're weird as fuck and you don't have any type of feminine energy about yourself, because all you like is the masculine energy. Just like we're never surprised that you don't have a girl code. I mean, we're not surprised about you at all. There's nothing surprising about Georgia Prune. There's nothing surprised. Just like we're not surprised that the name of your store is Pressed, because you're pressed as fuck all the time. That's why we're never surprised. So what the fuck are you talking about, Rashida? Look, I'm just saying, like, get the fuck out of my face. And I told y'all, Georgia Prune will always get read by me, and I don't care. You can call it obsessive, and you don't know her, and all this other stuff. I know I don't. But this is entertainment to me, and it's all about me giving a good show, and I don't give a fuck. I said what I said. Moving on. Sierra says that she's about to do her Carly. She's about to put her Carly hat on, and she's about to do a couple of things and all this other stuff. So it is what it is. So I'm just like, okay, Sierra, but it ain't got shit to do with you. Now, Zane is in a sprinter with Scrappy and Bambi. He calls them lovebirds, and Bambi don't appreciate it. So then Zane is questioned by Carly, Amy, and Bambi about the shit that he's doing. He got a friend there. She's sitting in the same chair as him, and it looks like she's sitting in his lap. But they all wondering, that's your friend, but you married. So why the fuck is you sitting out here entertaining this girl and you got a whole wife at home? This graham cracker face ass bitch Zane is full of shit. This whole episode really just cemented my dislike for him. He is so full of shit, and I'm gonna need for him to go somewhere and sit his ass down. But like I said, there's more to be said about him. You know what I mean? There's way more to be said, because I got way more to say about his ass. Carly was like, I know how my bro is. So Zane was like, you calling me your bro, but you gave me your hotel room key. And Carla was like, no, this was 20 years ago and I was drunk. So my thing with Zane is, you brought up this hotel room key as if this was some new shit. I'm thinking that she gave you the hotel room key now. But this was over 20 years ago when she gave you the hotel room key, and you bragging about it today? Zane, go somewhere and sit down. Once again, you're living in the 2000s. Once again, Amy didn't tell no lies when she said that you're trying to relive your 2000s lifestyle, because that's exactly what you're doing. Like, you trying to relive that, bringing up old shit and trying to deflect. You just mad because you got called out on your whole ass shit entertaining that girl while you married. Shut the fuck up, Zane. Anyway, moving on. Zane then thanks Spice for bringing him to London because he's never been out of the country. But I thought you said that you are a rock star. So if you're a rock star, bitch, why the fuck you ain't never been out the country? Bitch, my sister's a fucking car salesman, bitch, and she done been out of the country. So how the fuck a so-called rock star ain't never been outside the country before? Bitch, bye. Okay, are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you motherfucking kidding? Are you really killing me right now? Like, talking about, I ain't never been outside the country, but you a rock star though, and everybody buys your records. Get the fuck out my face. Like, oh my God, Zane. I've been telling you, get the fuck out my face this whole review. And I mean that shit. Get the fuck out my face. Like, for real. Get the fuck out my face. Anyway, moving on. So that's when Scrappy says that Chaotic should have been there. And then that's when Carly and Amy was like, well, Scrappy, you did throw a drink on him and you did try to fight him. And it's just like, exactly. Why do you expect for him to stay when you've been attacking him this whole time? Like, you're slow. You're slow. For real. You are slow. For real. And turbo speed is not in you. Okay? Then Amy confronts Scrappy about downplaying her. And so that's when Bambi said that Scrappy blocked Amy because he made amends with her, which is facts. We all been saying that is the reason why he blocked your ass in the first place, because him and Bambi made up. And he didn't want to be fucking with her ops. So then Scrappy says, I never dated Amy. I don't understand why everybody keeps saying that I dated Amy. I never dated Amy. Then Amy turns around and say, me and Scrap never dated. This girl make herself look embarrassed. Like, this girl gives me third-hand embarrassment. And we ain't even got 3 hands. This girl gives me third-hand embarrassment every time on some motherfucking mouth. She's such a big disappointment. Because you was doing all of this bullshit to prove a point about your connection to Scrappy. But now you saying that y'all never dated. So which one was it then? Was y'all dating? Was you fucking? Was you trying to date? Or was you fucking? Or did you want to fuck? What's the tea? Because I'm sick of the bullshit. Like, seriously. I'm sick and tired of this dumbass shit that you're trying to play right now. For real, though. Which one is it? You dumb as fuck, Amy. Like, for real. And smart is not in you. What's good? So... Scrappy said something about a baby mama. Bambi said, do not refer to me as your baby mama. I'm your ex-wife. I gave you 3 children. Don't call me your baby mama. Okay. So then Carly then looked at Scrappy and said, do you got a baby on the way? Because that's what I heard in the streets. And then that's when Scrappy was like, I'm not no sucker ass nigga. Don't be sitting up here trying to think that you got something on me. And then Carly said, that's why we're asking. We're supposed to be friends, right? And then here goes Scrappy. First of all, you not my friend. You Bambi friend. And then that's when Bambi was like, no, ain't nobody friends at this table. And then Bambi saying it because she says, if Carly says that she wants to reconnect with me and get our relationship right, why would she throw this information out at the table in front of everybody? And what if I did give a fuck? Luckily, I don't care. But what if I gave a fuck about this situation? Like, for real. Clearly, you do give a fuck. So why does it matter when she put it out there? Clearly, you care. Clearly, you give a fuck. So what's the point? And at the end of the day, what do you mean? You already know what Carly gives. I don't be understanding these women on this show. Y'all know what the motherfucker gives, and y'all still want to act like y'all surprised that she be doing the shit that she doing. She been doing this. She been putting tea out in front of all of y'all. Why y'all acting like y'all don't understand it and y'all don't get it? Act like you know. Shut the fuck up, Bambi. Amy says that everybody needs to be real. And that's when Scrappy said, I'm finna go. Ain't nobody got time for this shit. And then that's when Amy confronted Zane about being two-faced. And Amy said, what about the text messages that you showed me and Carly on that thing about Scrappy talking shit about Chaotic? What about that? And Zane denies doing that. And then Carly confirms that Zane is a little liar. And I believe that Zane is a two-faced ass bitch. He's a bitch ass nigga. He's a gossiping ass bitch. He's all of those things. I believe all that. Because he said, after the situation went on, he was saying that he was dogging Scrappy out, saying that he was not on Scrappy's side and that he was Team Chaotic and all this other stuff. I told y'all on the last review that Zane was giving two-faced and giving like he wanted to be a part of the drama and all this other bullshit. I told y'all on the last one because when he was talking to Scrappy, he was saying, I don't think I can hang with Chaotic if he taking money from somebody. I ain't even heard Chaotic side of the story yet. Just sit up there and took Scrappy's side. So I can already tell y'all, I already told y'all last week that this nigga was full of shit. I told y'all that. Y'all gonna listen to me. Y'all gonna listen to me for once. I told y'all that Lil Zane is a little pain in the ass. That's what the fuck he is, okay? With his graham cracker skin having ass. Not only that, he's a bitch ass nigga. He's not only a bitch ass nigga, but he's a pathetic excuse for a husband. He's a pathetic excuse for a rapper. He ain't had no hits since 2001. Ain't nobody seen him since he was on the Parkers. Don't nobody give a fuck about him. Don't nobody care about him being on Love and Hip Hop. He ain't made no splash on this motherfucking shit. And he had to get up here and be up Scrappy's ass in order to get some motherfucking airtime. And he's another motherfucker making his wife, who's beautiful as fuck, look stupid. Okay? So Zane, go somewhere and sit your little bitch ass down because we don't give a fuck. Don't nobody watch this show to see you. And if you leave next season, we don't give a fuck. Okay? So that's it. That's it. That's all. I don't give a fuck. Now, that's all I gotta say, y'all. I feel like I done showed my ass on this review, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I had me a good time doing this shit. I don't give a damn. I gave y'all some entertainment tonight. I just feel like I did. Like, I gave y'all some entertainment tonight. But y'all, that's all I got for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So I can't wait for next week. I really can't wait for next week because I think next week gonna be even better. This is a good season. Like so far, this is a good season, and I'm really enjoying this shit. Okay, because it's bringing back the old me, honey. It's bringing back the old me, and I'm enjoying this shit. So I'm about to go on and get up out of here. But once again, I just got to remind y'all of two things right quick. Please be sure to tune in tomorrow for Roaster Review. Once again, we got an interview with Latrice Rogers of Bill Collective. The link is already available. And let me let y'all know something. It's some hateration going on in this dancery, baby, because somebody literally commented under my last video about Bill Collective and said that y'all, as in my audience, needs to boycott this interview with us and Latrice. Boycott this interview. Don't watch it. Somebody literally out here trying to get the people to not watch this damn interview. But I already know that ain't nothing gonna stop no shows over here. Y'all gonna tune in, y'all gonna support, y'all gonna do what needs to be done. That's just what it is. Yes, honey. Yes, Bree. I deleted the comment before I cussed their ass out, but they definitely said boycott this interview, don't watch it, whatever. But yes, we're doing our very first interview since that Mark Scott interview that we did, and we'll be right over here tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys tune in to that. And also, once again, your boy is nominated once again for the 5th time for a Boss Babe Award. I'm nominated for Boss Babe Content Creator of the Year. We start voting on February the 1st. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to send all my moderators the link for the Boss Babe voting when it's time to vote. But yes, we're nominated again for Boss Babe Content Creator of the Year. All right. So with that being said, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and I'm out of here. We had close to 200 people up in here, but that's about it. So I'm out of here, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.